Welcome to Strong in the Broken Places. Today is episode number 10. We've reached a milestone today, and that is double digits. Okay, we're cruising now. So we are going to talk about mindfulness. We're going to do an awareness exercise. We're going to think about our thinking today. And the reason why this is so important is because everything stems from our thoughts. Everything stems from the way we think about something. We have a tendency of feeling a certain way because we've already had a preceding thought about that, whether it is something that I like or don't like. If I like it and it happens, I usually have positive thoughts about it. If I have a negative thought about it when it happens, my feelings are usually negative when that thing happens. And when I have certain feelings and thoughts long enough, I will begin to speak about it. I speak about it long enough, I begin to take some sort of action on it. If I take that action enough times, it becomes a habit, and we know our habits become behavior, and our behaviors become our destiny or legacy. So it's important to be aware of what our thinking, because if we do it enough, if we focus on a thought, if we focus on something long enough, eventually it's gonna impact our lives. And this is what this is about. This is about impacting our lives, and we want to impact our lives in a positive way, not in a negative way. But we got to be aware of what's going on. We got to be aware of what's going on in our mind. So let's do it. Let's do a little exercise. And I want you to think about your favorite color. We'll keep it simple. 101 type stuff here. Think about your favorite color. Got it? So thinking about your favorite color in and of itself is not a mindfulness exercise. It just may be like, okay, my favorite color is green. My favorite color is blue, black, red, orange, purple, whatever it may be. Whatever your favorite color may be, thinking about your favorite color in and of itself is not mindfulness. But now what I want you to do is I want you to actually think about thinking about your favorite color. So if I were to say my favorite color is green, for instance, and I would say, okay, my favorite color is green. I know my favorite color is green. But now what I want to do is I want to actually think about the process of me thinking about my favorite color is green. And when you're doing that, when you're able to do that, that's mindfulness. That's awareness. That's an ability to think about your thinking. And what I would like for you to do today is to try that with thoughts and feelings that you're experiencing today. When you're happy today, I want you to think, wow, I'm happy right now. And just that simple little ability to do that can be transformative. When you're frustrated or angry or hungry, well, hungry is pretty easy to do, or just when you're feeling a certain way, don't try, do it. There is no try. We're either going to do it or we're not going to do it. So what I want you to do is today, sometime today and tomorrow and forever, be aware of what you're thinking. So when a thought comes in your mind, when a feeling comes into your mind, I want you to think, wow, I just thought that. Wow, this is what I'm feeling. Wow, this is what's going on right now. And it can be transformative. So that's what we want to do. We want to take the initial steps of just being aware of what we're thinking and what we're feeling. And we can do it too to the things that we say, to our action and behavior. If you're snapping on your employees, if you're snapping on your kids, if you're snapping on your spouse, if you're snapping on yourself, if whatever the case may be, you can stop and take stock and be like, wow, what's going on here? Why am I doing this? If you're having an overwhelming desire to use, be aware of that first, because we just don't get high. We just don't take that first drink. What we do is we have a thought first. Man, I want to drink. And then we find a reason to do it. And the reason can be good. The reason can be bad. The reason can be just whatever. But we're going to come up with a reason. The same thing with anything in our life that we want to do. The thought comes first. But if we're trying to change certain patterns in our lives, if we're trying to change certain behaviors in our life, first we got to be aware of the underlying thought that precedes that actual behavior. And there's a process. We just don't do it. We before we do it, we speak it. Before we speak it, we feel it. Before we feel it, we think it. So everything starts with our thoughts. But we got to be in control of what our thoughts are. And I'm not saying for a minute that we can control everything that comes into our mind. But once it is into our mind, we can become aware of it and deal with it then. And I know I just opened up a can of worms there with what's coming into our mind and our thoughts and whether we can control things or not. And that's for a later time. But what we're going to do today is we're just going to simply be aware of what we're thinking about. We're simply going to be aware that, hey, this is my favorite color, and I'm thinking about my favorite color. Hey, this is what I'm feeling today, and I'm thinking about me feeling this certain way today. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm doing. Whatever the case may be, just be aware of that. It'll be a transformative step in becoming strong in your broken place. And I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. And this is just life is good. Bye.